Look to keep things rolling today. Last year, Whitehorse went 0-2 at state. Last year, Milford lost to Wayne in that 6th and 8th place game. And looking back a little bit further, the last time Whitehorse won a state tournament game was in 2013-14. They beat Wendover to advance to the 5th and 7th place game when they lost, where they lost to Wayne. As for Milford, they've been pretty solid at the state tournament. Again, last year lost to Wayne in the 6th and 8th place game. The year before that, they beat Wayne for 6th and 8th, 38-28. So Milford coming back. Alina Yee has been the leading member of the team for a couple of years. They've had some Barnes girls and some very good shooters, and they're a tough team. They got a lot of good depth, and they've been very good this year. Starting for Whitehorse, Kirstine Harvey, along with Caitlin Yellerman, number 25. Kirstine Harvey is number 32. Number 12, Niana Phillips. Number 14, Shania Whitney. And a sophomore, number 23, Dawn Filfred. So again, your starters are Niana Phillips, Shania Whitney, Dawn Filfred, Caitlin Yellerman, and Kirstine Harvey for the Whitehorse Raiders. Again, number 5 from Region 19. And for the Milford Tigers, coming into this game again as Region 21's champion, J.C. Rose, just a sophomore, averaging 6.1 points per game. Eliza Woolsley. Presley Barnson, also a sophomore, so 3 sophomores starting so far for Milford. A senior, Alina Yee, one of the members of the volleyball team as well. And Kinsey Williams, a sophomore. 4 sophomores, 1 senior in the starting lineup for this Milford team. And as I mentioned, they're led by Alina Yee's 16 points per game. This broadcast is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. We have your Southern Utah University halftime show, Ruby's In postgame show, and more here from the Sevier Valley Center. On the boys' side, Monticello beat ICS. Manila topped Milford. Wendover got by Tabiona, I think a 3-point win. And Bryce Valley, I believe, beat Monument Valley. Last time I checked, Bryce Valley was ahead big midway through the 4th. Milford wins the tip. Over right side, Barnson takes it all the way to the hoop, scoops it up right hand and in over the defense. And Milford an early 2-0 lead on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Full court pressure from the Tigers, and it's broken pretty easily by Niana Phillips all the way in the lane, shoots it off the glass and misses. A little too strong. J.C. Rose with the rebound. Down to the other end, Yee goes all the way to the hoop, up with the left hand. A little too strong over the top. Fight for the rebound as a jump ball going to Whitehorse on the possession arrow. Milford with a all-state academic team member, Alina Yee from Milford. Part of that girls team that has a 3.991 combined GPA. Again, the full court pressure from Milford, and it yields a turnover as Whitehorse mishandles it up on the right baseline. Caitlin Yellowman trying to pick it up, scoop or throw it across the lane, and just mishandles it, loses it out of bounds. Barnson, the sophomore, to inbound, and this time Whitehorse putting on a little full court press. Niana Phillips pressing. Maybe they'll set up a half court trap, but a long pass from Milford frees things up. Long skip pass across to Rose, high floater, too short. Rebound tipped away from Eliza Woolsey, and a foul called against Whitehorse. Dawn Filfred with her first personal. The sophomore has a sister on the team, Bahajoni Filfred, number 42. We'll maybe see her a little bit later. Short corner jumper. Milford gets an offensive rebound and misses over the top. Rebound pulled down by Shania Whitney. Down the other direction, Whitehorse trailing 2-0 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Yee picks the pocket and passes from her backside up ahead to a teammate. Second turnover of the game for Whitehorse. Down to the other end, Rose goes all the way up off the backboard and in. Got down in the lane, floated it up and in, and Whitehorse wants a timeout. We'll take a quick one as well and be right back after just a bit. This is Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
I didn't think it was possible to add one more thing to my already busy schedule. Then I realized that earning my degree will not only help me, but my family too.
T-Shirts and Stuff is here to help you with all your screen printing and embroidery needs. If you're looking for team gear, family reunion shirts, company gear, fan gear, or headed to the NFR supporting the Wright boys, give us a call or visit milfordgear.com.
Welcome back to Utah 1A Basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Whitehorse to inbound. Whitney goes into Milford. Dawn, couple of dribbles, picks it up. She's in some trouble, but passes up ahead to Harvey. Kirstine across the timeline. Whitehorse breaks the press, but a double team. They're not out of the woods just yet, and a travel against the Raiders. Niana Phillips pivoting around, trying to find some space, and that Milford pressure forces a third turnover of this first quarter, a minute and a half in to the ball game. And Milford leads 4-0. Thought about a three from the right wing, not there. Kick it outside instead over to Barneson. Or rather to Williams. Up top, the pass taken away by Whitehorse. J.C. Rose chases down from behind and picks up one of her 1.5 steals per game. And Milford takes it right back. A fourth turnover early on here for Whitehorse. Looks like they're in maybe a man-to-man defense. We'll see how things shift around. They collapse in the middle as Milford tries to go down inside. They get a shot off and misfire. J.C. Rose offensive rebound. She goes to the floor with possession or without. It's a 3-second violation in the lane. J.C. Rose, 3 rebounds already in the ballgame, a couple of offensive boards. Shania Whitney inbounds. Her pass deflected by Alina Yee. Picked up. Milford dribbles through traffic. Picks it up. Top of the key. Phillips with it. Dribbling and starting the offense. Milford in, looks like they're in a 2-3 zone or maybe a 3-2 zone. And a pass down inside easily picked off by the Tigers. Williams, Yee up ahead to Rose. Bounce in the lane. No, Rose does get the pass off. Shot is short. Offensive rebound. Kinsey Williams will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul on Niana Phillips. Again, Whitehorse yesterday beat Escalante 37-27. Not yesterday, but last Saturday at Wasatch High School in Heber City. Free throw up off the left side by Williams. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by the town of Garden City and beautiful Bear Lake, a great place to visit all year round where families play. Log on to bearlake.org today. That's bearlake.org. Second free throw off target, but lane violation will give Williams, or is that Woolsey? It is Woolsey. An extra free throw attempt, and she makes it count. Hits the second one, it rattles through. 5-0. Eliza Woolsey. And here's another turnover. Up ahead, J.C. Rose all by herself. Finishes on the right side. A 6th Whitehorse turnover already. 7-0. Make it 7. Alina Yee finishes on the right side. And Coach Bridget Whitehorse needs a timeout to settle her team down, talk about this press, and get things squared back away. 9-0 Milford on top on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. And this is Utah 1A Basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Whatever you need for your truck, the specialists at Ellingford Brothers in Evanston have you covered. Get everything from specially formulated, durable Line-X bed lines to trailer hitches that match any size load. Have it installed by the professionals. Light repairs and custom welding services are also available. So whether it's bed liners, hitches and fifth wheel hitches, headache racks, toolboxes, flatbeds, and utility trailers, have it built to fit by the professionals at Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Alina Yee with another steal. That's 8 turnovers in the first quarter. Misses the shot, gets her own rebound, misses again. J.C. Rose with the offensive board. A fight for it, and it's pulled in, picked up by Woolsey. and she puts it up and in. Milford continues to take advantage of Whitehorse turnovers. Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty and Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Up to the left side, jumper too strong off the glass. Offensive board and a quick putback by Shantae Dixon of Whitehorse, and she's fouled. Alina Yee with her first personal foul. Alina with already 2 or 3 steals. She averages 4 per game. Now these teams met earlier on this year, Whitehorse and Milford. In fact, it was the first game of the season for both teams, and Milford won 51-32. The way this one is starting out, it looks like it could turn into more of a blowout than that was. The way Milford is pressing, forcing turnovers. Both free throws missed, but an offensive rebound by Dawn Filfred. She's wrapped up in a jump ball, and the possession arrow gives it right back to the Tigers. 4.5 left to go in the first quarter. Milford on top, 11-0 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Yee dribbles to her right. Alina, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and 16 points a game. Entry pass inside, deflected away, out of bounds. Milford maintains possession. Winner of this one will face the winner between the next game, Paiute and Monticello. From the baseline, Woolsey goes into Rose. She'll pull up from the left elbow, short. Long rebound into the hands of Filfred. Turns and goes, pass up ahead. Phillips chases it down in the right corner. Milford back defensively, and Whitehorse resets the offense. 4 minutes left to go, halfway through this first quarter. It's all Milford so far. Filford across, right wing. Jumper is good from Niana Phillips. And Whitehorse is on the board. Took them just over 4 minutes to find the bottom of the net, and their fans are hoping that happens a few more times at least in the next 4 minutes. Right corner, J.C. Rose, high pass, she pulls it in. Down inside, entry pass, turnaround jumper, nope, too short, and the rebound. Filfred, Dawn with her 3rd rebound of the game. She turns and is fouled, trying to get rid of it. 3rd team foul for the Milford Tigers. And Whitehorse will inbound again from the baseline. J.C. Rose with her first personal foul. I said 3rd, it was 2nd. They got that team foul marked up there quick. Inbound to Filfred. Dawn dribbles to her right, past Yee. Fires across to the left side. Great job coming to the ball by Shantae Dixon, but then a pass across the lane is taken away by Yee. And she'll go to the other end. Miss a bit too long on the layup attempt. Kirstine Harvey with the rebound for Whitehorse. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll go right back to Milford once again. I've got Yee with already at least 3 steals in the game. First quarter action, 3:06 left. The Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard in the first. Barneson into Yee, back to Barneson. Thought about the shot, instead entry down inside, up off the window. Eliza Woolsey with 5 in the quarter. Milford continues to press, leading 13-2. Ball poked away from behind and a whistle. There's Dawn Filfred. Actually, it was Kirstine Harvey dribbling. J.C. Rose picks up a 2nd, so Coach Mallory Bailey will have to go to the bench maybe a little earlier than she expected. Into the game, Madison Griffiths, a freshman, averaging 4 points per game. To the top of the key, Shantae Dixon. They go down inside, just a missed layup, but an offensive rebound. Back to Dixon, misses a 2nd time, and the rebound ripped down by Woolsey, and a jump ball as she's wrapped up. Let's see, I'm missing one player for Whitehorse, number 22. I don't have on my roster. Inbound pass to Filford, and she squeaks it up off the glass and in. 13-4. Dawn Filfred with her first bucket. Milford leads on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Left side to right. Yee fakes the 3, drives free throw line, floats it short, and fights for and gets her offensive rebound. Back into the middle, shot up and short, but again another offensive rebound by Barneson, this time to Yee, left wing 3. Ooh, it rims out. Rebound down in the corner, and to the floor goes Kenzie Williams fighting for it. Whitehorse comes down with the ball. Up to Niana Phillips. She'll pull up for the long three and miss short. Rebound out in the corner. Kinsey Williams up the left wing to the three-point arc. Yee. 1:35 left in the first. Pulling up and short is Kinsey Williams, but she's bumped from behind and will head to the free throw line. And Niana Phillips with the foul. That's her second personal. You see on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, free throw short from Kinsey Williams. Milford 1 for 3 so far from the free throw line. Williams with the second free throw coming, and this one she swishes through. 14-4, Milford on top. Whitehorse pushes the other way, but defense back, so they'll slow things up. Set up the half-court offense. Right side, Milford skips it across, left wing to Dixon, who pulls up just about, gets it to go off the glass, but Kinsey Williams pulls down a Milford rebound, gives to Yee. Up ahead, Tigers pushing. Bounce into the lane and a kick on a bounce pass. 1:09 left here in the first. Milford looking to get it in. They lob into Williams, and she'll go up off the glass, too strong. Gets her own offensive board. Puts it back up, or the pass off to Woolsey. Shot is short, but Alina Yee is there for the offensive rebound and the putback. Left wing. Strong fake pass by Dixon. Up to the right side. Shot is short. Woolsey, a third rebound, and a player goes down. Niana Phillips. An injury timeout here. The full-time trainer on staff for this tournament comes out to the floor. Niana, one of the leading scorers on this team. In fact, second at almost 9 points per game. I think we may have to take a timeout here. Nope, they're going to help her up. She's keeping that right foot off the ground. Got to get some help off the floor. She keeping that right foot, again, off the ground, not putting any pressure. And we'll hope that she's okay. 41.8 seconds left, first quarter. The Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Milford on top, 16-4. I'll take Phillips to the end of the bench, and again, be grateful for that athletic trainer. Well trained and ready to go. He's here full time, and this is what he's here for. It looks like they'll not take her to the end of the bench, but further on, maybe into there's an athletic trainer's table down just outside the tunnels on the north and south ends of the gymnasium, of the arena. Yee, down, entry pass inside. Woolsey, a lot of pressure comes. She'll dish off to Williams, who's fouled. Kinsey Williams will shoot 2 more free throws. She's 1 of 2 so far in the ball game. Shantae Dixon with the foul, her first personal, 4th team foul on the Raiders. Williams' first free throw just about gets the shooter's bounce, but no. Williams will shoot a second free throw, averaging 8 points per game. Yee, the only player in double figures scoring per contest for Milford. Williams, second on the team. She hits the second free throw to put Milford up 17-4 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Milford over to the right wing. Tyra Redhouse. Work it around. Showing some patience. Whitehorse lobs it inside. Ball tipped away. And picking it up, heading up court, Madison Griffiths is pushed from the side, and she traveled first. I was wondering how they would call that, because it did look like she traveled first and then got pushed to the floor. And that is the call. 12 turnovers in this first quarter for Whitehorse. 3.9. Time running down. Milford at half court looks at the clock, launches a long three, and just misses wide right. At the end of one, Milford leads 17-4 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We'll be back with the second quarter. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com. Welcome back to Utah 1A Basketball, presented by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by the Evanston Travel and Tourism Board. Don't miss the world-class Celtic Festival in Evanston, Wyoming, March 23rd and 24th. Lots of events, including, if you're familiar with Celtic festivals, Cayley, with lots of great events. Visit EvanstonCelticFestival.com today. That's EvanstonCelticFestival.com. Down in the right corner, Milford with the basketball. Entry pass underneath to Woolsey. She'll put the shot up and in. Actually, my mistake, she passed off to Yee, who put it up and in. Yee has 6 points, 3 steals, 2 rebounds in the ball game. And Milford leads 19-4, despite shooting just 3 of 6 from the free throw line in the first quarter. The Tigers with a big lead. Milford drives just too strong off the window. Rebound by the defense. They push up court. Barnes in the quick release. And up ahead to Griffiths. It hangs on the front of the rim and then pops out. Rebound by Shantae Dixon. Crossover dribble. Nice move. Splits the D into the lane. Hop, step, shoot. And she's fouled before the shot. They'll say on the floor. Roshanda. At number 22, I apologize. Roshanda Jim is the player. I talked with some fans, and we thought we had everybody figured out, but I missed one. Number 22, Roshanda Jim, we've seen a couple of times in the game. I believe she just attempted a shot, comes up short. Nope, that was not Jim. That was Christine Harvey. Rebound to the Tigers, up to the right wing. Barneson, the sophomore. Tigers on top, 19-4. Dominant so far early on. A big problem for Whitehorse has been turnovers. And with 12 already in this ball game. There's, speaking of turnovers, the Raiders steal it away from the Tigers. Milford all the way to the hoop, floats it up and just doesn't quite get the bounce. Yee with the rebound. Up ahead, quick outlet to Presley Barneson. She goes up and misses too strong off the glass, but an offensive rebound missed short by Griffiths. She gets her own board. And the Tigers reset the offense. Inside, give it up, and drive by Woolsey. Missed shot. Yee with another rebound, her 4th of the game for Milford. 3-point shot by Barneson. Nobody gets to it. She gets her own rebound, and then to Yee for the 3. That one pops out halfway down. And Milford had the rebound, but couldn't hold on to it. Milford getting a lot of rebounds, especially offensive glass in this game, but turn it over there. After Woolsey had the rebound, lost control of it. Up across the timeline comes Dixon to the left wing. Caitlin Yellowman up top, around right wing. Shania Whitney gives it into the corner. Good ball movement down inside. Wild shot goes up short. Presley Barneson with the rebound for Milford, and the pass up ahead deflected out of bounds. Freshman Annalise Wiseman checks in for Milford. 19-4. Tigers on top. The Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Yee across the timeline. Looks left, goes right. Zone defense from Whitehorse. Williams tries to drive around it. Can't find anything. They kick it, work it around. Yee drives baseline, pulls up, shot blocked from behind. And Milford with the basketball. She'll push up the right sideline all the way to the hoop, puts it up with the right hand short. And the rebound, Madison Griffiths, her 3rd. Milford pushes the other way and gets the easy bucket on the left side. Madison Griffiths finishes. Whitehorse just didn't get back quickly enough on defense. 21-4, Milford with the lead, and into the lane, a jump ball. Shania Whitney drives, but she's wrapped up. Possession arrow keeps it on Whitehorse offensive end. Whitney looking, drops it in right in front of her, but in and out of the hands of Harvey. And up ahead, the Tigers go with the left-handed layup. Presley Barneson with her 2nd field goal of the day. 23-4, Milford pulling away. 4:42, or almost midway through the 2nd quarter. The Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, Milford on top by 19. Pass into the lane, got it in there. Milford turns, shoots up off the glass and in, but she traveled. And that's a 14th turnover for the Raiders. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty. Visit BearLakeRealty.com today to start enjoying beautiful Bear Lake. That's BearLakeRealty.com. They've got lots of great timeshare options. So if a new home is too much, look into Bear Lake Realty's timeshare options and get yourself a quarter share or other options as well from Bear Lake Realty. J.C. Rose, offensive rebound on a missed shot. She rolls to her back. That's a travel. 5th turnover of the game for Milford. Just about midway through the second quarter here at the state tournament. Next game up is Paiute versus Monticello. I think that could go a couple of different ways. Monticello's come on strong lately. Here's a 3-point from the right wing. Over the top offensive rebound by Kiana Claw. And ball pokes away from her, but she gets it back. Paiute played for the region championship in Region 20. They really challenged Penguins a couple of times this year, so they're a very solid team, the Paiute T-Birds. Ball on the floor, picked up by Whitehorse. Jump ball, we'll give it to Milford. So that could be a very interesting game. Monticello ends up at number 3 from Region 19, but the way they've played lately and against some other teams, like beating Tabiona a couple of times, I think if Monticello comes out and plays well, they could really challenge Paiute in that game that's coming up next. After that, it'll be Monument Valley versus Valley, and then the nightcap is Tabiona versus West Ridge Academy here in the Sevier Valley Center. Alina Yee, nope, not Yee, but from the right corner, 3-point shot up by Madison Griffiths. Missed. Whitehorse with the rebound. Milford with a quick steal, heading the other direction, foul. The foul on Caitlin Yellowman, that's her first. Down inside, nowhere to go. Back outside to Yee, back inside to Woolsey. She'll start right, left, go right, and finish off the window. 25-4. Again, these teams met back on November 17th. First game of the season for both teams, and Milford won 51-32. Tigers coming out strong in this first half. Filford backs it out to the right wing, skips it across left wing. Kiana Claw. Whitehorse resets the offense. High post, kick it out. Filford for 3, left wing. Oh, it was halfway down and popped out. Yee, the rebound. She's fouled as she turns to go. That's 6 rebounds I have for Alina Yee to go along with her 6 points. 2:46 left to go in this second quarter. And Yee will bring it up across the timeline. Milford in the home whites. Whitehorse in the road blacks, yellow stripe down the sides. Yee drives in past the D, floats it up too strong. Rebound tipped out and picked up by Akata Livingston. Another shot up and deflected out of bounds by Whitehorse. Milford basketball, 2:29 left in the second quarter. Today's broadcast also is brought to you in part by the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau. For outdoor adventure, a foodie trek, amazing music and theater, and Utah State athletics. Find your fun in Logan by visiting explorelogan.com. That's explorelogan.com. Pass in the lane, skips through a couple players, and Yee has it in the corner. She'll pull up from the right side, miss. J.C. Rose, another offensive rebound, but misses over the top on the putback. And the rebound to Kirstine Harvey, it looked like. Up court, all the way to the hoop. Filford just misses a little too strong off the glass. Woolsey, the rebound for Milford to Rose. She'll kick it back outside to Yee. Rose wide open, left corner, calling for it, gets it, launches the 3, hits it. J.C. Rose from downtown, 28-4 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Milford dominating in a 1-2-2 zone defense. Maybe a one. That looked like a 1-2-2. Whitehorse turns it over. They're taking care of the ball better here in the second quarter. Haven't gotten the shots to fall. They had 12 turnovers in the first quarter. I've got them with 6 here in the second. That's been Whitehorse's biggest issue. They've gotten some shots off, just can't get them to go, and their shots are few and far between because of the pressure from Milford. Turn in the lane, Kinley Spalding. Woolsey inside, wrapped up, jump ball called. Dawn Filford got her wrapped up. Whitehorse with the basketball following that jump ball. 1:20 left to go here, second quarter. And Milford on top big on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Across the timeline. Dixon, and another turnover. This Whitehorse team has been plagued by turnovers here in this first half. I've got that as a 19th turnover. Left wing. Livingston thought about the three, passed it up, ball deflected. The Tigers get it back. They go inside, and from the left elbow, just about 10 feet out, Annalise Wiseman hits. So even with some younger, less experienced varsity players in there, Milford finding ways to score, get open shots. And they lead 30-4 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Tigers came in. They're one of the best scoring teams in 1A Utah basketball. Shot goes up high off the glass. Rebound picked up by J.C. Rose. She hustles and dives to the floor. Across the timeline, 25 seconds to go. Milford also very good defensively, allowing 33 points a game. That's third in the state. And scoring 51 points per game. That's fifth in 1A. Missed shot over the top. Rebound by Dixon. Her third of the game for Whitehorse. 10, 9, 8 seconds left to go in the first half. Milford, right side. Dixon, the three, short. Right on target, but short. Rebound chased down in the corner by Woolsey. And as she pivots around, she steps back to keep her balance and steps out of bounds. 2.1 seconds left. Whitehorse will inbound from the baseline. Dixon. See if the Raiders have not scored here in this second quarter. They'll look to get some points on the board right before the end of the half. Inbound, easily picked off, heading up court. Spalding launches just before the buzzer and hits it. Kinley Spalding. And that is illustrative of how this first half has gone for Milford. Even at the buzzer, they get a steal and then a long shot to drop it in and push the lead out. 33-4, Milford on top at the half. There's a highlight for you, and a reminder that if you want to watch, look for highlights. You can find them on the Utah High School Sportscast Facebook page. So look for that highlight and others there on that Facebook page, the Utah High School Sportscast. At the half, 33-4, Milford on top on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. And we'll take a quick break. Thanks for watching Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Beaver County's elected officials want to wish the Milford Tigers success in their postseason tournaments. Come visit us in Beaver County, your recreational paradise and the world's headquarters for renewable energy.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Autoform Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Having a cabin close to home where you can get away for a day or two or a week at a time is something many people dream of but think it will never happen because owning 2 homes is a stretch. Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty has the solution. Quarter shares. You own 1/4 of the property. It's similar to a timeshare, except there are only 3 others who share time in your property. It's simple, cost-effective, and a wonderful way to have it all. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty today, 435-946-8888. Having a cabin close to home, we can get away for a day or two or a week.
Welcome to the Southern Utah University Halftime Show. Experience more at www.suu.edu. We're back on this Utah High School basketball presentation brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. For your next construction project, count on the best. Visit ellingfordbros.com. And for real estate in the Bear Lake area, visit bearlakerealty.com. Milford Tigers jumped out to an 11-0 lead before Whitehorse got on the board, and the Raiders didn't manage any points in the second quarter. Milford leads 33-4 at the half on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, and Milford was led by Eliza Woolsey's 7 points, 6 rebounds, JC Rose 7 points and 8 rebounds, and Alina Yee's 6.6 boards and 3, maybe 4 steals. I didn't keep track of that perfectly, but either way, it's been a balanced attack by Milford. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players scored, including Kinley Spalding with a 3-point buzzer beater about third. She was just beyond the half-court line when she let that one go just before the buzzer at the end of the second quarter, and she buried it to put Milford up 33-4 at the half. 2 points from Deanna Phillips, 2 from Dawn Filfred for Whitehorse, and the biggest issue for the Raiders has been turnovers. 20 turnovers in that first half, and most coaches, I think, will tell you 14 or 15 a game is about the limit of acceptable. So when you get to 20 in a first half, that spells a lot of trouble. Milford was pressing, forcing a lot of turnovers, especially in that first quarter, and that helped them build that big lead. The Tigers come in as the #1 team from Region 21, and their only losses this year are against twice to Paiute, played them pretty close. So they lost to Panguitch by just 8. They lost to South Sevier and Enterprise, a couple of bigger schools, in, again, close games. So they've had some very close games. They also lost to Wayne just last week at home against Wayne, 56-53. So definitely Milford's had some good games, some good wins, and some close losses. And they've got some high hopes for this year, the way things are going. And, boy, in that first half, if they continue to play like that through this tournament, forcing turnovers the way they did against Whitehorse, they're going to go pretty far. Your halftime show is brought to you by Southern Utah University. Experience more at www.suu.edu. 33-4 at the half, Milford on top. We got second half action coming up in just a bit, and we'll be back with more halftime coverage and third quarter. When we come back, you're watching Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fast and unforgettable running on scenic Byway 12. From Bryce Canyon City descending to Cannonville through the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Race runs on the second Saturday in July. Start training today. Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fast.
We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cache Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cache Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
Comfort Inn in Richfield offers guests cozy accommodations and friendly service. Amenities include free Wi-Fi, free hot breakfast, indoor pool and hot tub. If you're looking for a getaway, or if you're here at the Comfort Inn for work, we've got you covered.
I love the community. I love the small town atmosphere because it gives you a chance to make friends and form everlasting bonds. Also, I was given the opportunity to be the president of the Black Student Union here on campus, and it's great being able to express my culture through stepping. that's what it's all about. My name is Maurice Maps, sophomore communications major, and this is how I experience more.
On the construction site, time is money. The professionals at Ellingford Brothers have top quality cement ready to go whenever and wherever you need it. Make sure your timelines are met. Have everything you need delivered right to your job site. Whether it's ready-mix concrete, custom crushed sand and gravel, pit run or road base, with 2 dedicated batch plants, you can count on Ellingford Brothers, delivering on time for generations. 221 County Road in Evanston.
Many of our customers have trusted Jensen Wood Motors for generations. It's important to all of us here at the dealership we always work for the people. My grandpa was a man of his word, and he passed that tradition on to us. We understand that we're here to serve our customers, and every day we try and do that to the best of our ability. We really appreciate each customer, and we want to make sure that they feel that when they're doing business with us.
Jensen Wood Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Montpelier, Idaho.
Feeling the worst? Snap out of it. Become a new you in no time. With Logomaniacs, look your best. Logomaniacs, the right look for the right price.
Welcome back to the Halftime Show, brought to you by SUU, Southern Utah University. Experience more at suu.edu. And back on Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty and Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming. Visit ellingfordbros.com and bearlakerealty.com. At the half, that first half, all Milford, 33-4 at the half, including a 3-point buzzer beater from just about half court by Kinley Spalding. She got the steal, took it the other way, and launched it up just before the buzzer. Whitehorse with 20 turnovers in that first half by my count. That may be off 1 or 2, but they struggled to take care of the basketball, and Milford did not. They had just 5 turnovers in the first half. And what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players have already scored for Milford. Whitehorse 4 points in the first quarter, none in the second quarter, while Milford has been consistent, 17 in the first, 16 in the second. Again, these teams met back on November 17th rather, at the 1A preview, and Milford won 51-32. This one already a different game, and Milford has it to start the third quarter. Our halftime show was brought to you by Southern Utah University. Right corner or right wing, Rose, JC steps up, no defense comes out, says, I'll take the 3, and swishes it. 10 points for Rose. Make it 36-4. If the defense isn't going to get out on her, she'll drain it. That's her second triple of the ball game. Whitehorse slowly across the timeline. Dixon left side. Work it back to Dixon. Fires inside looking for Milford, and that just goes through everybody. Threads the needle. And Whitehorse another giveaway. Inbound to Barnson, the sophomore. Looks like Coach Mallory Bailey wants to give Barnson some more experience running the point. Alina Yee will graduate this year. And Barnson, maybe next couple years, point guard. J.C. Rose, right wing. Another shot, rattles home. Just inside 3 range. 38-4. Whitehorse not getting over to guard Rose, and she's one of the more dangerous scorers on the team. Nice touch from outside. 12 points in the game. Milford splits the defense. Ball bounced away, but she gets it back. Muscles in the lane, puts it up and off the glass and in. Don Milford, 4 points in the game. First field goal for the Raiders since about a couple minutes left in the first quarter. 38-6. Left wing 3 is short by Williams. Offensive rebound from Presley Barnson, and her putback is up and in. 40-6, Milford on top. We had a blowout earlier. Rich beat Tinnick 54-19. Penguich beat Green River, maybe not by as much as would have been expected, but still it was a blowout, dominant win. J.C. Rose misses, but the follow by Presley Barnson, who's got 4 points in the quarter, 2 offensive rebounds. And 42-6, the Tigers extend their lead. Pass into the middle, one dribble, back outside. Dixon to the free throw line, pulls up and hits. Shantae Dixon with her first points of the game. Just like that, Whitehorse has matched their point production for the entire first half. Rose on the right wing, dribbles right side. Yee fires in, entry pass for Woolsey. Bounce across the lane to Williams, poked away and taken away by the Raiders. They're in some trouble, though. They can't get it off. Rose comes up with a steal, and the shot is up and in off the right side glass, 44-8. J.C. Rose already 7 points in the quarter. Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard has Milford up big by 36 points. Right side, Dixon, long two, off the glass, too strong. Rebound tipped out, Rose chases it down, and she's out in front, loses the dribble, gets it back. She's got a teammate across the lane, Woolsey, but Milford gets back. Great hustle from Dawn Milford with the steal, up court, the pass, and lost out of bounds. It was a long pass after Milford's steal. 4:57 left, third quarter. Milford with a full 5-player line change. And the Tigers, I'm going to have to learn 5 new names. 4:57 left here in the third quarter. Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, 44-8 to Milford on top. Right wing, Livingston, they work it around. Left wing to Josie Rowley, the sophomore. Into the lane, floater up, rims around and down through. Akeda Livingston. 46-8, Milford on top by 38 points. Left wing, Felford kicks it out. They work it around. Left wing, 3 up and a bit short. Rolls over the top and doesn't quite get the shooter's roll down through. Rebound for Milford. And that's Kinley Spalding, who knocked down that 3 right before the end of the first half from almost half court. Right wing, Rowley thought about the shot, passes it up. Instead, almost gave it away, but Milford gets it back. Then Milford slices in and takes another one away. Whitehorse pushing. They got a man out in front, but couldn't get her the ball. And Phillips will reset. Is that Phillips back out there? Double check that. Niana Phillips went down earlier with an injury. And looks like she's back in there. Got some tape or something on the right ankle is what it looks like. At the line, shooting 2 is Dawn Milford. Milford with their first foul of the half. Akeda Livingston, her first personal foul. Dawn Milford hits the first free throw, has one more coming. It's 5 points for Milford, who averages 10.5 per night. The sophomore can't get the second one to go, and the rebound pulled down by Livingston of Milford. Up ahead, long pass deflected away. Again, good hustle by Shania Whitney to get back. Deflect that pass away and prevent the cherry pick. 3:45 left, third quarter. 3-point shot swishes through from Kinley Spalding. Boy, not just from half court, but from right on top of the arc. She drains it. Spalding with 6 points in the game. A couple of threes. Top of the key, Niana Phillips fires inside, but stepping in front. Good anticipation from Annalise Wiseman for the steal. Down to the other end, layup on the right side is up and in from Madison Griffiths. And Milford, 51-9. Coach Bridget Whitehorse takes a timeout for the Raiders on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 3:10 left in the third, and Milford on top by 42 points. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Milford City, with all the accommodations you need, great fishing at nearby Minersville Reservoir, a beautiful recreation area, desert lovers can explore ghost towns, old mines, and ATV in the nearby mountains. Go Tigers from Milford City.
Back at the Sevier Valley Center, won a girls basketball tournament, and Milford with a monstrous lead, 51-9. 3:05 left on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard in the third quarter. Next game up is Paiute versus Monticello. Region 20's number 2 versus Region 19's number 3. Whitehorse works it around, down in the right corner. Dixon, Filfred, left side. Out on the wing, Phillips, and a bounce pass toward the lane is picked off and going the other way. Griffiths, too strong on the layup. Rebound by Whitehorse and a wrap-up jump ball. Niana Phillips pulled down that rebound for the Raiders. Griffiths probably frustrated with herself for missing that wide-open layup. 51-9 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rocky Mountain Yeti, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram in Evanston, Wyoming, and Rocky Mountain Yetis throughout Wyoming, western Wyoming. Shot from the left baseline, up and in, swishes through. Shantae Dixon knocks it down. 51-11. Milford gives it away. Whitehorse pushing the other way. Dixon to the right side, and she's fouled. A reach in and a foul by Kinley Spalding. We'll put Dixon at the free throw line to shoot 2. She's 0 for 2 so far in the ball game. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming. For your next construction project, count on the best. Visit ellingfordbros.com. That's ellingfordbros.com. First free throw in there for Shantae Dixon. No portion of this webcast in its entirety may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Deseret Digital Media. So Dixon hits the first, the second one goes as well, but a lane violation on the Raiders will negate the made free throw. Inbound to Madison Griffiths. Tigers up court. Griffiths across the timeline with a left-handed dribble. Milford in the home whites, missed left side on the layup, and the rebound pulled down by Filfred. You get that as a 5th or 6th rebound by Filfred. Down to the other end, layup blocked. Tigers have it. Eileen Vega, and a timeout for Coach Bailey with 1:43 left in the third, and Milford on top, 51-12 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. This is Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Having a cabin close to home where you can get away for a day or two or a week at a time is something many people dream of but think it will never happen because owning 2 homes is a stretch. Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty has the solution. Quarter shares. You own 1/4 of the property. It's similar to a timeshare, except there are only 3 others who share time in your property. It's simple, cost-effective, and a wonderful way to have it all. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty today, 435-946-8888.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Tigers go across the lane. Nice dish, and the finish. Eileen Vega with her first bucket of the game. 53-12. Milford on top by 41. Out on the right wing, Shania Whitney, the senior, gives up top. Phillips drives left and draws the foul. And Niana will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Madison Griffiths called for the foul. Phillips first, wishes. Pretty shot from Niana. Good to see her back in there. Went down with an injury earlier and was almost helped off the floor. Wouldn't put any pressure on her right foot. Rebound for the Tigers on the second free throw. It was missed. Down to the other end, a foul. Josie Rowley will shoot 2. Wiseman, a second rebound of the game for her. Shantae Dixon, her second personal foul. first team foul on Whitehorse, and the free throw misses. Josie Rowley has one more free throw coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different Tigers have scored in the ball game. We still have 9 minutes, 12 seconds to go in this one. And the second free throw also by Rowley. Off target, offensive rebound, put back no by Vega. They have been blocked, and Whitehorse comes down with it. Raiders across the timeline. Get left side, pass down in, and a hot pass right into the heart of the Milford defense. And Tigers take it away for a 26th time, but then a double dribble, they'll give it right back. 8 turnovers for Milford. 48.9 seconds left to go in this third quarter. And the next game should be a pretty good one, I think. Monticello and Paiute coming up. That's scheduled to start at 5:30. We have a little bit of extra time before that one starts between games. Inbound pass deflected by Vega. It's on the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow, Milford Tigers. 45 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. And again, games from already, the games that already happened today. Wayne came from behind to beat Bryce Valley by 10. Rich blasted Tinnick 54-19. Milford a little careless. Long pass in and out of their hands, out of bounds. Wendover squeaked by Manila 44-43, and Panguitch hammered Green River 59-35. Whitehorse trails by 40, 30 seconds left to go in the third. Long pass inside, looking for Filford. Let her out a little too far and up high, and Whitehorse gives it back to Milford. Raiders putting on some full court pressure. Coach Bridget Whitehorse up off her feet, arms folded. Up on her feet, I should say. Inbound, Milford. Vega across the timeline, looking right. Gives to Rose, or not to Rose, but to Rowley. Her shot partially blocked. Whitehorse comes down with it, up ahead. They've got a player out there all by herself. She can't quite hit the shot. Whitney, a fight for the board, out of bounds off of Milford. So Whitehorse will have 8.9 seconds left to try and come up with an offensive play. 53-13, Milford on top. Out on the right corner, Phillips drives, puts up a shot, blocked. Phillips gets it back on the left wing, pulls up from a long 2 range, goes over the top on the shot. Jacelyn Hardy with the rebound at the buzzer. And at the end of 3, it's Milford 53, Whitehorse 13 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. This is Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
When you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the Tire Professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Welcome back to this Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Ellingford Brothers, for your next construction project, count on the best. Visit ellingfordbros.com. That's ellingfordbros.com. Whitehorse with it to start this fourth quarter, trailing by 40, 53-13 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. The Raiders will drop down into consolation unless they can come back in this one. Filford misses the shot, fights for her own rebound, but steps on the baseline and goes back to Milford. The winner will go on and face the winner of the next game, Paiute Monticello, in quarterfinal action tomorrow. Up court, the Tigers lose the dribble, dive for it. They keep possession. Nope, now they lose it. Filford picks it up and heads the other direction. That's 10 turnovers in the game for Milford. Milford, it's a shot partially blocked, and on the rebound, a jump ball will give it back to Milford. Tigers with a very balanced scoring attack in this one. 11 different players have scored. Milford looking to inbound. They'll bring in another sub. Kinley Spalding back in. She's 2 for 2 from three-point range. And a bounce in. Griffiths across the timeline, and rather than attack, she'll back it out to the corner. Picks up the dribble. Now she's in a little bit of trouble. Double team comes, skips it across free throw line. Jacelyn Hardy. Back outside, Rowley to the right corner. She's left open and will bury the three with a swish. That's 12 different players who scored in this game for Milford. 56-13. That was number 5, Josie Rowley. On the left wing. Phillips, left wing three, got it. Swish for Niana Phillips, and she has 6 in the ball game. Milford, they've just turned it over. They did, a second turnover. 56-16. Whitehorse with the basketball, trailing on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard with 6:47 left to go in the contest. Got the Ruby's In post-game show coming up after the game. Invite you to stay tuned for that. And then, again, the next game will be Paiute versus Monticello. That'll be a good one. Val Cook will be on the call. Another jump ball call as Milford almost took it away on that inbound pass. Possession keeps it on the Raiders' end of the floor, offensive end. 6:44 left to go. Down inside, Filfred. Nice use of the body. Creates some space. Misses the shot. Rebound comes down. Tipped out of bounds off of Whitehorse. Milford basketball. Rowley to inbound for the Tigers. And she lobs it out high to Hardy across the top. Griffiths crosses the timeline. Back to Rowley. Drained a 3 moments ago. Then give for a free throw line. Madison Griffiths pulls up too strong. Vega offensive rebound. Misses the shot. And then another offensive rebound by Griffiths, but that shot is missed. Milford crashing the offensive glass. Giving themselves second, third, fourth chance opportunities. Top of the key. Phillips, long pass inside for Filford, and she steps on the baseline as she tried to save it. It was bouncing down out of bounds and ends up going out. Annalise Wiseman will check back in, as will Akeda Livingston, the sophomore. Each of them have 2 points in the game. Inbound, and it's Spalding who turns, has her pocket picked. Phillips to the hoop, misses though, and the rebound to Rowley. Milford with 12 turnovers in the game. Rowley gets it back in the corner. Long 2 is short. She gets her own rebound. Nice job. Follow your shot, that's what they say. And Rowley does it, gives Milford a second chance. In the lane, pivoting around. Better get out of the key. It's going to be 3 seconds. Rowley in the right corner. It's a good offensive rebound by Wiseman. Rowley again. Milford works it around, showing some patience against a 2-3 zone of the Raiders. It's a high, maybe a 3-2 as they come out a little higher out on the arc from that those bottom corner defenders. Milford turns it over for a 4th time in the quarter. 13th time in the game. Filford comes up and misses just short on the 3. Rebound to Dixon, right corner 3. Goes off the top of the glass and out. May have been deflected, no. 56-16, a 40-point lead for the Milford Tigers, who beat Whitehorse to open the season, 51-32. Milford showing some vast improvement from that time. Bahajoni Filford checks into the game, younger sister of Dawn Filford, and a quick turnover. Dawn goes the other end. Her shot is blocked. She steals it back, but knocks it out of bounds away from Livingston. .501 left to go on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard here in the 4th quarter. Milford on top big. Inbound to Livingston. She'll turn and go against a Whitehorse full court pressure. Picks up the dribble. It's stripped away. She gets it back. Double teamed. Almost loses it, but then gets it ahead to Spalding. Up ahead to the right side. Hardy stops, pops, and shoots it over the top. Pulled down by Bahajoni Filford. And she heads up court, stripped away from behind, out of bounds off of Milford. On the boys' side, games today. Monticello beat Intermountain Christian. Manila topped Milford by 10. Tabby lost to Wendover. Wendover a close win. Inbound, a steal by Spalding, and she heads up court. She's all alone, finishes with the left hand on the left side. Kinley Spalding, 8 points for the freshman. And that extends the lead 58-16. Spalding. Right wing three-pointer over the top, rebound from Jacelyn Hardy. Going back to, but then a steal and a foul will put Dawn Filford at the free throw line. Milford with 6 turnovers here in this fourth quarter. Again in the boys action. Mentioned Wendover beating Tabiona by 3. Bryce Valley, I'm pretty sure, beat Monument Valley. Right now Tinnick is taking on Water Canyon, and Tinnick looking like maybe one of the favorites. At bottom half of the boys bracket, you've got Tinnick, Panguitch, Wayne, Valley, Rich, and possibly even Paiute, who could...
44-28.
At the half?
No, done.
It was more than that, because it was way more than that in the fourth quarter. Sorry, just conversing with a colleague here about what the score was in that final game, or that Bryce Valley, Monument Valley game. 58-16, timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one as well with 4:11 left on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard in the fourth quarter. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Looking for a deal on a hotel room near Bryce Canyon? Check out the hot deals at Ruby's Inn. Go to ruby'sinn.com and click on hot deals at the top of the page to find great deals like our end of season special. Pay one night between October 12th and October 31st and get up to 5 additional nights at 50% off. That's just one of the many incredible discounts available on the hot deals page at ruby'sinn.com. Ruby's Inn, the wonder of the West.
Smithfield Farms is headquartered in Milford, with operations throughout southern Utah. We employ approximately 450 people. Our facility houses approximately 700,000 animals. Good food responsibly. Smithfield Farms. Go Tigers!
I didn't think it was possible to add one more thing to my already busy schedule. Then I realized that earning my degree will not only help me, but my family too.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty and by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Milford on top, 58-16 with 4:11 left to go on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. This is the fourth quarter, and the Tigers will move on, and they'll face the winner of the next game, Paiute and Monticello. Stay tuned here to mylocalradio.com and live.ksl.com for that action, that game action. Filford just misses, gets her own rebound, just misses again. Well, the offensive rebounds have been there some for Whitehorse, but his shots just not falling. And sometimes that's how it goes. Coaches simplify things. They'll say, got to score more points than the other team. Got to make shots. Well, that's just hasn't quite happened for Whitehorse in this one. Hardy skips it across underneath, right side shot up and in. Off the window for Akeda Livingston, who has 4 points in the game. 60-16, the highest scoring output for any team so far in this tournament, boys or girls. Maybe Bryce Valley. Monticello scored 62, the boys did. I didn't get a final score yet on Wendover Tabiona, but Bryce Valley scored quite a bit against Monument Valley. Whitehorse turns it over for a second time in the quarter. That puts their total, by my count, up to 29 turnovers in the game. Milford inbound. Spalding spins. May have gotten away with a travel. Maybe I saw that. Looked like she took an extra step. Pivots around and gets it off to Livingston. Akeda has it poked away. Kinley Spalding, a three-pointer to beat the buzzer at the end of the first half. That was a long, almost half-court shot. Then drained a three to start the third quarter. The Tigers have been very balanced. 11 or 12 different players have scored in this one. They give it away, though, on an inbound pass. Not quite. I guess a jump ball is what we'll have, and that'll keep it on the Tigers' offensive end of the floor. Whitehorse will drop down into consolation, and they'll face the loser of the next game, which will be either Monticello or Paiute. Spalding on the right wing, kicks it up top, and stepping up to the college three-point line, Josie Rowley. That one rolled around and dropped down through. 63-16 Milford. On top, big. Left wing, here's the three from Whitehorse, and that one rolls on down through by Niana Phillips. Her second triple of the quarter. 63-19, and a ball goes off of Milford's leg and out of bounds. 7 turnovers in the quarter for Milford. It's a younger team in there. They've still scored some points. 10 points in the quarter, despite 7 turnovers. 2:41 left to go on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, and Milford on top 63-19. You can see that, of course, if you're watching on live, online at mylocalradio.com. And Bryce Valley. Pass across the lane. Spalding picks that off.
Sorry.
Oh, 71-48. Thank you. So Bryce Valley's boys with a 71-48 win over Monument Valley. Val, what was the score in that Wendover-Tabiona game? Was it 48-45, Wendover? Milford loses it. Vega gets it back. Wrapped up on the floor, a jump ball. Let's see. Oh, 54-51. Wendover beats Tabiona. That was a close one. We've had a few close ones. We've had a few blowouts. Milford with essentially a turnover there as the jump ball was forced, and possession arrow gives it to Whitehorse. Hot pass inside, intended for Milford. And that was too high, too hot, and out in front of her. And the Tigers take over again. Back into the game, Roshonda Jim for Whitehorse. Milford with 1:48 left to go. Milford just about steals one away, but Spalding gets it back. A 3-on-1. Spalding across the lane left side. Akeda Livingston finishes off the window. 65-19. Milford with the lead on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 1.5 left to go in the ball game. Skip pass to the left side. Dawn Filford skips it back right corner. Bounce up top. 3-point shot on the way, but just short. Spalding with the rebound for Milford, and Filford knocks that one away out of bounds. Filford thought it was going to be her basketball. She's waiting on the sideline to inbound, but officials say no, this is White basketball. Inbound to Vega. She'll turn, go. It's poked away. Filford with the steal. Dawn to the left wing, crossover dribble into the lane, shot up, can't get it to go, but Dawn is at the free throw line to shoot 2. She's just 1 of 4 in the game. And Eileen Vega picks up her first, the junior. 1:10 left to go. Filford's first, too strong, back of the iron. Second one coming up. Milford's had their starters barely saw the court here in this second half. Filford's second, back of the iron, again too strong, and Josie Rowley chases down her third rebound of the quarter. Cross the lane, hot pass, Milford can't hold on. Alina Yee normally scores 6 points, or normally scores 16 points a game. She had just 6 in this one before. That was all the team needed. That was more than the team needed in this one. 6 points, 6 boards, 3 or 4 steals for Yee, the senior academic all-state team member for Milford. 3 from the right wing, a bit too strong. Milford with the rebound, 50 seconds to go, and Josie Rowley turns, and after her 4th rebound, pressured, and she takes an extra step before dribbling, so a travel is the call. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty. Visit BearLakeRealty.com today to start enjoying beautiful Bear Lake. Long 2 on the way, a bit too strong. Rebound pulled down by Vega. She rips it away from the D, up ahead to Spalding, and it's a foot race to the hoop. She'll dish it off instead of force it up, and an easy bucket for Josie Rowley. 67-19. Milford on top big. Out on the right wing. Tyra Redhouse. Then to Filford. Dawn looks right, looks left, goes back right. Redhouse with the shot off the front of the rim. Vega had the rebound. Filford fights for it, knocks it out of bounds off of Vega. So Whitehorse will get one more chance. 8.5 seconds to go. And inbound right underneath. Filford goes up and floats it in. Don Filfred with 2, 1, and 67-21 is your final score. Milford with the victory over Whitehorse. So Milford moves on, and they'll face the winner of the next game, which is Paiute and Monticello. Those two teams take the court as we finish up. We got the Ruby's In postgame show coming up. We'll have you some stats and highlights for you when we return. Thanks for watching Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
T-Shirts and Stuff is here to help you with all your screen printing and embroidery needs. If you're looking for team gear, family reunion shirts, company gear, fan gear, or headed to the NFR supporting the Right Boys, give us a call or visit milfordgear.com.
Whatever you need for your truck, the specialists at Ellingford Brothers in Evanston have you covered. Get everything from specially formulated durable Line-X bed lines to trailer hitches that match any size load. Have it installed by the professionals. Light repairs and custom welding services are also available. So whether it's bed liners, hitches and fifth wheel hitches, headache racks, toolboxes, flatbeds and utility trailers, have it built to fit by the professionals at Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Beaver County's elected officials want to wish the Milford Tigers success in their postseason tournaments. Come visit us in Beaver County, your recreational paradise and the world's headquarters for renewable energy.
Welcome back to this presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. We're on the postgame show. Brought to you by Ruby's Inn. And Milford with a dominant win from start to finish. They jumped out and led 11-0 before Whitehorse put any points on the board. The Raiders managed just 4 points in the entire first half. And Milford had everything going for them, including a half-court three-point buzzer beater at the end of the first half by Kinley Spalding. 12 different Milford Tigers scored, including J.C. Rose, who led with 14 points. Nobody else in double figures, but when you got 12 different players contribute 4, 6, 8 points apiece. Josie Rowley with 8. Presley Barnson with 8. Kinley Spalding with 8. Elena Yee with 6 points. Kata Livingston with 6 as well. Milford dominated 67-21. The other issue for Whitehorse, 31 turnovers in the ballgame. Just 3 different players scored. Just didn't get the shots to fall and didn't take care of the ball like they would have needed to beat the Milford Tigers in this one. So Milford wins 67-21 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. And that's your postgame wrap-up. The postgame show is brought to you by Ruby's Inn. Next time you're in southern Utah area, especially if you're visiting any of the national parks down the Ruby's Inn, the best place to stay. That's Ruby's Inn. next game up is Paiute versus Monticello, and that ought to be a good one. On the boys' side, you've got Panguitch and Pinnacle, and then wrap up tonight, Wayne versus Valley and Rich versus Paiute. The girls, as I mentioned, Paiute, Monticello next, then Monument Valley, and Tabiona versus Westridge Academy finish out the night. Final score, 67-21. Milford moves on, and they'll face the winner between this of this next game, Paiute and Monticello. I'm Ryan Steinekert. That'll do it for me in this one. Val Cook will take the mic next for, again, Paiute and Monticello. Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Utah 1A basketball presented by Bear Lake Realty and Ellingford Brothers in Evanston.
Hi there, Craig